I'm getting goosebumps because I'm really excited just thinking about it.
Can be an international designation, impacting significant businesses.
I've spent a lot of time exploring how Gen Z think about work, careers and success. One thing that I've learned is that they're not rejecting hard work. They're questioning assumptions. They're asking why certain pathways have to look the way they've always looked, why opportunities aren't more accessible, and why education and work can't be more connected to real life. Most industries are still trying to force young people to adapt, but others are reading the room. In this conversation, you'll hear from Gen Z students who have decided to pursue a further accounting credential, which historically has meant more time, more work, more weight, but they're willing to do it. Why? Take a look.
What's the appeal of doing a CA after all of that study and all of that time? Like, why would you want that extra accreditation?
Gives you the ability to work internationally. Also, I think CA is basically like a postgrad equivalent to like a PhD. It's like doing that extra bit of work and then you get that done.
You think it's worth it?
I think it is. Just having that title after your name is CA. I believe like once a person becomes like a full CA member, then there is that certain pay increase as well.
I've looked through the CA program and I think that it will prepare me. Companies and industry nowadays require you to have either a CA or a CPA. I picked CA over CPA because CA, I believe, can go international.
We know that it can be an international designation, impacting significant businesses, working with sporting organisations, music, gaming, environment, sustainability, fashion.
I think the people who find it boring might have learned in a different way, which was a bit monotonous. And honestly speaking, accounting has a lot to do with a lot of numbers, which people sometimes may find boring, but it's just how you use it.
I think I've met some people who've been in like external audits and they say it's pretty fun because you get to branch into different industries. So I don't think it's necessarily boring. It's if you make it boring.
It's how you grab the knowledge and try to, apply it in the real world situations.
I think if you're more in like investigative and you like to play around with the law, like you have like tax accountants, forensic accounting, there's a bunch of different lines to it.
The linear nature of completing school, going to do your study and then aspiring to do postgraduate accounting study is simply not what it was 10 years ago. The path is to do a recognised accounting degree. We now afford that opportunity to every degree. Some people are simply not afforded the opportunity to go to university. We also have a pathway directly from school into an organisation. TAFE mid last year was introduced also into our pathway. We have that opportunity now where we can get people straight through, and we see that as a true growth opportunity over the next few years. Just shows that changing landscape, opening up the pipeline, and I think just being agile as a membership body or a professional association. All that said, university is definitely a great experience. This is an alternate. I think that's a really important way to position it.
The accounting, it does have that edge where when I do tax returns, if I'm able to help a client save X amount of money to maybe invest in like their home, a car or something, that just internal feeling really makes you think that you actually made an impact in someone's life. So I think that excitement there is kind of just helps you push through more.
Something about internal auditing and, going through everything, making sure it regulates and, ready to be published just excites me. It allows me to show my capability to be a part of an organization.
Growing up, I didn't really know what type of job I wanted to do or even the type of industries. But what was certain was that every industry had some form of like regulatory board. You'd have to have accountants in either internally or externally. I could be in different industries but still have like the same job scope. I felt like I could venture out into different things.
I feel as a uni student, like in the financial capacity to hire someone, but if you know the principles yourself, manage it and then you can upscale as you go.
Until you're in it and you really know that you have to be creative as well.
For me, I started doing a flyer distribution like service, so being able to communicate with people, manage the team, manage the budget, finance, like what can you put as a business expense, what can you not. It's very interesting once you actually do it.
I don't want to end up in some high place and all the people around me are like, I don't want to be around them. So I want to be around good people, have a secure job.
And do you think accounting can give you that life?
I think accounting can.
Whatever I'm doing in future, I just want to be happy and satisfied with it, like the job I do, because that's a big thing for me.
Even with AI, even with, people say, there's too many accountants in the industry. I find that there might be too many students with accounting degrees, but there is always a shortage of students with like good quality skill sets. I think that's when you're always going to need accountants no matter what. Every firm, every industry has accountants. So I think for me that truly holds value.